Nicole here with Roots to Rise. We're going to be going through some hip and QL stretches today, so it's a bit of a movement combo for you. So we're going to start with the ab adductors, or AB adductors, and those run along the inner thighs and into the groin and the hips. So it's a nice release while we're pairing it with some quadratus lumborum stretches, that QL muscle that attaches from your hip to your last rib. It's a big contributor to low back pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to start down in a kneeling position. Hands come onto the ground. You can have a pillow or a blanket, whatever you need here. And we're going to bring that right foot out to the side. So some of you might feel that stretch immediately right here. If it's too intense, you can always come up here. That's no problem as well. But what we're going to do, I've planted my toes in the back, so I'll just turn this way. So you can see my toes are planted as opposed to down. Just helps give me a little bit of stability. And what we're going to do is we're just going to rock, hinging through those hips. We're going to rock back towards our heel. So again, your range might be here, depending on how tight you are, through those adductors, or you might come all the way down, which is great as well. Just make sure when you're coming down, whether your hands are down or up, that your hips don't flare up or drop. Okay, so you want to make sure that those hips remain level. And we're just going to rotate or pulse back and forth with this stretch, getting a nice release. Beautiful. All right, let's go to the other side. Okay. You want to exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward. Great, so we're going to bring those knees wider than shoulder width apart now. Your feet can be a little bit more narrow. Again, toes can be planted, and you're gonna have to find your range. So I'm quite a bit wider than shoulder width, so I'll face the front so you can see. And I know I'll probably adjust as we move through. And I'm just going to now sit back and forward with both legs out. This might not feel great for you. If it doesn't, don't do it. And one more. Beautiful. All right, so now that we're down on our knees, we're going to get a nice stretch for our latissimus dorsi. So that is actually a back and front muscle, so it runs from your back here, so the lower part of your ribs, and it actually attaches in through the front. So this can also be a contributor of shoulder pain and low back pain. So you're going to come down. We're going to place our left palm facing the ceiling on the floor. Our right palm is going to be up. Carpets, tile floors are great here. If you have a blanket, a towel, socks in your hands, it's really nice to slide your hands here as opposed to like skipping them along, which I'm going to be doing. So right here, what we're going to do is slide that right arm forward and that left arm out to the side. You can look out towards that left arm, but I really want you to reach both hands away. So really reach that right hand as far away as you can and that left hand as far away as you can while keeping those shoulders square to the ground. You can release out of it, dragging back and come back into it. This will feel nice on the shoulder, but also right down that back, especially if you can really climb that right arm out. And one more. Beautiful. Left hand down, right palm is facing up. So we're going to slide out. And bring it back. And out. and out. Awesome. And we'll release there. All right, so we're going to get into a little bit more of the QL and the lateral, the lat stretches. So we're going to come up, so what I want you to do here is we're going to cross our right foot over our left. We're going to bring our right arm up and we're going to stretch over. So you should feel that come right up through here. You can grab hold of your right wrist and pull just slightly, providing a little bit of traction. You can bring those shoulders to the ground a bit. You can bring them up a bit. This is really key to have your core on. Not a lot, but it will just help with that balance. Good, we'll do one more. Lovely. We'll bring that arm down, switch legs, so crossing that left foot over, turning that core on. We're going to stretch that left arm up and over and feel that open right in through your hip and through your QL. If you're very tight through your hips, you might feel it a little bit more in the hip. No problem there. Great. We'll get one more in. Wonderful. All right, so we're going to get in through that back a bit more, and we're going to do it from a door frame. So it's going to be single armed. So we're going to get nice and close to the wall. We're going to start with two arms. So you're going to place, so I've got my left side to the wall. So I'm going to place my left hand on the door frame and just start to lean back so I know I'm supported. I'm going to hinge my hips back. And then I'm going to grab with my right hand, and I'm just going to really let that left hip drop back so I feel that stretch right in through there. Now from here, the one-handed, I can bring that right hand down just to help really create more traction and space for that hip, or I can bring it up and cross it and then rotate towards the wall. Again, keeping that left hip shooting back. Good. Bring that back. All right. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to lean back. Getting that right hip away. Dropping that right arm. And then reaching that other arm to cross. And we'll come out a bit. So you should feel much looser in through that QL muscle and in through those AV adductors. So I hope you felt that wonderful release and enjoy.